Hey, oh, hey, welcome back. Yes, in case you're wondering at home, a significant amount of work goes into making my face at least presentable for television. And that lovely young lady, Miss Sarah Chester, is the one who is responsible for whatever you're seeing on your TV right now. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for staying tuned for hour 2 of Liquid Lunch. We're breezing right through hour 2. We kicked it off with Tim Draper, one of the top venture capitalists in the whole world. And we go from the traditional, institutional establishment people in business to the anchor of bold business. David Grasso joins us right now. David, thanks for giving us a few minutes. Thanks for joining us again on Liquid Lunch. And
always a
you
pleasure,
guys,
John.
Bold Business is a digital TV show about millennial economic empowerment. You're the media director at Gen FKD, which I know you've just renamed, but I don't remember the name. And you guys are running a nationwide financial literacy nonprofit.
We're teaching young people about money. If you haven't noticed, people my age don't really know a lot about money. And we actually haven't had a lot of good luck, right, considering the economy when we came of age.
Yeah, so there's a lot of talk. We have Pavlina Osta, she's one of our millennials, and we have Nico, who's one of our producers.
I know both of them.
Millennial.
Of course.
And we try to get the perspective of millennials, and it seems like that they're more focused on these progressive candidates saying they're going to give them everything for free. And when you come from the womb to your parents' home, to college that your parents pay for, or they get financial aid for, or you've been taken care of your whole life. And this is almost like crack in the neighborhood, that these kids think it's okay to get everything for free because for the most part, they've been coddled in their parents' homes and financial conditions.
Well, let me tell you, there is no such thing as a free lunch, and I think everyone missed that lecture in Economics 101. Even my very liberal Marxist professor taught me that there is no such thing as a free lunch. At the end of the day, someone's going to have to pay for these programs, right? And because we're young and because we really had a significant delay in getting our careers off the ground, a lot of us haven't enjoyed things like employer-provided health care and a stable job and a stable career, et cetera. But funny enough, and to make an alcohol reference, it's been a good shot in the arm lately, right? The economy's gotten a lot better, and a lot of us are finally enjoying the stability that we desperately need in order to, you know, buy a house and get married and have children and actually, you know, figure out who the next generation is going to be at this point.
Speaking of shots in the arm, here's a shot of vodka. We have a tequila sponsor, which I talk about every day, Question Tequila. But we also want to remind you that we love Ponzoni vodka. It's organic. It's imported from Calabria, Italy. It's no animals were harmed in its production, and it's delicious. And we drink it every day on the show.
Yeah, that's,
what do you think? What do you think?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
You made a Liquid Lunch reference there, so you're gonna have to.
Well,
test
I feel like that's my job as a guest, right?
Okay,
I don't think I'll be invited back if I don't make alcohol references.
You will be invited back. You're always a wonderful guest, and we love hearing from the younger people. At Bold Business, what are the things that you guys are covering? I know it's more focused on literacy, financial literacy for young people. But what do you guys? What can we hear if we go to Bold Business?
So, you know, a Bold Business, which is a product of Bold TV, what we talk about is about entrepreneurship and how entrepreneurship is a lens by which we see the world, right? Not only does it offer something great for young people, right? If you start your own business and you work for yourself, yes, it's not glamorous, it's not sexy at all times, but it is a way to build a sustainable career. Moreover, if you look at the world through an entrepreneurial lens, you're going to view the world differently. You're going to view things like Medicare for all differently. You're going to view things that is, they're not free. Building a sustainable career is hard, but entrepreneurship provides a way to do exactly that.
Do you guys at Bold TV or Bold Business, you show on Bold TV, talk about politics at all? Like,
we do. We're committed to bipartisan dialogue, exactly like you. We don't have that bell, although we do have a bell on our set, so you're giving me ideas, John.
So you want me to ring the bell, is what you're trying to tell me. Okay.
You know, it's not all about yelling at each other. A lot of times public policy is hard.
It's so crazy. Can I bring that up to you? You know what's nuts? This video came out, right, of Ellen DeGeneres sitting in this luxury suite at an NFL game.
With George Bush.
Next to George Bush, President George Bush, okay? To me, he was an honorable president. You may not agree with all his policies.
And nice people.
Nice people, great family, monarch family, you know, in this country, okay? All the members of the Bush family in one way or another committed themselves to the service to this country. And here's Ellen, a way left progressive, maybe not progressive, but a way left person out of Hollywood. And I thought it took a lot of nerve for her to step up to the plate and come on her show and say, hey, What's all the hullabaloo? I'm sitting next to George Bush. I know him for a while.
We should be humans, John.
Right.
We don't have to agree on everything.
Don't have to hate the guy.
We all have crazy left and crazy right cousins. Do we yell at them over Thanksgiving dinner? I hope not.
Well, we probably do after a few of these. You know what I mean? Once
well,
the
it does
cocktails
soften the
start
blow
flowing,
to hear from, your Marxist cousin and, your far, far, far right-wing uncle that everyone seems to have. It's a lot about being human, right? And engaging in bipartisan dialogue is such an important part of life. Do you really attack people who don't agree with you on everything? Why does politics have to be like that? I don't really understand how that came about.
America, all the founding fathers did not have all the same ideas. They were like, if you read the Federalist Papers and you read
Jefferson
Ben Franklin's
and
Washington, Jefferson and Washington, you wouldn't believe how opposed these guys were on some things. But they spent days and weeks in rooms fighting it out, talking it out, duking it out, and came up with a system of government. If you ask me, it's a baby still, only a couple hundred some odd years old. But
all care
thoughtful
about
conversation
America.
got us to where we are, the shining star, the shining city on the hill to the whole world, as Ronald Reagan put it. But
well, thank you for being part of that, ongoing project, John. We have to talk to each other.
You
we
notice my
can't talk to each
tie?
other.
You notice my tie today, the purple
Yeah,
tie?
of course.
I try to wear something purple every day because I refer to our audience as the purple people. We're not these crazy zealots on the left and the right. Most of us have a little of each, a little red and blue. When you bring them together and mix them up, I'm an amateur painter, but if you put red and blue together, it actually becomes purple. And I think there's probably more purple people in our country than reds and blues.
I believe I'm a purple person, so you
are
picked the right
a purple
guy.
person.
Yeah,
You're a
of course.
purple person. Wouldn't you like to be a purple too? Our whole audience hopefully will consider being purple people and exposing themselves because that's what America's about. It's a melting pot. I want to thank you, my friend, for joining us.
Appreciate it.
David Grasso is a cool cat. He's teaching millennials about money, which is important. And he's doing God's work in my view because we got to get these young people understanding that these progressive policies will literally destroy our country. Thank you, David Grasso. Thank you for staying there through hour 2. Don't move. Back right after this.